Hello my friends, this is Doug Fabian. Welcome to my weekly ETF report, the video version. Today is Thursday, February 19th, 2015. Thank you for joining me today. Each week we like to talk about three things. My goal with this presentation is to give you investing ideas, give you investing motivation, coach you from a personal finance standpoint, and that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. First of all, three big themes that are in play so far this year, and we've talked about them. In my opinion, the international markets are going to outperform the U.S. stock market this year. That is happening. I'll get to more on that in a moment. Second, strong U.S. dollar. Strong U.S. dollar is going to mean that some U.S. corporations are going to have trouble making money overseas because it's just flat expensive to do business with the United States right now. If you want to travel from Europe to the United States, it's going to cost you almost 20% more than it did a year ago. So this is going to hurt tourism somewhat. So there are some ramifications to the strong dollar, and that trend is still in place. And then lastly, my opinion is that interest rates are going to be stable this year. They're going to trade in a range. Now, interest rates fell sharply in the first month of the year, in January. And this month, interest rates have risen a bit. But we stayed in a range of around 2% on the 10-year Treasury bond. And we're going to fluctuate as we go through the course of the year. So those are the three big trends that are going to be in place, in my opinion, this year. The next item that I want to talk about is a specific region of the world, and that region is Asia, and Asia is big. Asia contains the largest economy in the world, which is now China. Asia contains the third largest economy in the world, which is Japan. U.S. is sandwiched in between now. The reason why I'm talking about Asia, and if we would push Japan aside for just a moment, Asia has a very low debt level compared to the rest of the world. We all know that Europe is in hock to its ears, and also Japan has borrowed a tremendous amount of money to try to get their economy going. But China, South Korea, Hong Kong, these countries are not burdened with this big debt load that much of North America and Europe are burdened with. So I think that that's a positive. So you might not have any Asia-specific exposure in your portfolio, but this is one of the great things about exchange-traded funds. You can pick a specific country, like China, like Japan, or a specific region like Hong Kong, and you can invest through an exchange-traded fund right in that area. You can also pick a regional Asia ETF. So my coaching to you is to broaden your horizons and realize that Japan's up 8% so far this year. China's up about 5% so far this year. U.S. markets up less than 2%. Now, I'm not saying that, that big difference is going to continue forever, but we're off to a fast start in Asia, and I really believe it deserves some of your attention. Last item for you. Last week, I talked about the idea of opening up a Roth IRA. And now I've had some conversations with some individual investors, and I wanted to bring up my Roth idea once again and say, those of you who are going to see your CPA, and if you're in the 25% tax bracket or lower, and even if you're close to retirement or you're in retirement, you may want to consider a Roth conversion. A Roth conversion has no income limitations. So anyone can convert to a Roth. But my experience is, when you have a tax bracket of less than 25% and you have the ability to pay taxes from another source, it makes sense to start thinking about conversion a portion of your taxable IRA to a Roth IRA. And that's what I have for you this week. Please become a member of ETF University. Just go to etfu.com, and if you'd like some help with your investing, check out Successful ETF Investing. This is Doug Fabian. Until next week, thanks for tuning in.